I think I'm sure I want to start the stream. Sweet. Awesome. It looks like we're live. Making sure everything looks good. Awesome. Well, welcome in if this is your first time. We are just about to hit 100 subscribers, and so I figured it's the first time we're about to hit 100 as a little bonus. I do a live stream, and what we're going to try to do is open both of these bundles up. We're going to do the same thing that we always do. We're going to try to see how much value we can get out of both of them. I'm really excited about this one. Duskmourn's brand new, and there's a lot of really cool cards in it. And this one I just picked up at the game shop the other day. It looks pretty cool, and it's not a set that I've really seen very many cards from. It's right in that sweet spot where it's not like old enough that there's a lot of history around it and a lot of stuff that I've seen about it, and also not new enough for me to have bought anything of it yet. So that's the plan. We're going to open both of these bundles up. We're going to start with the Dominaria United one because I already have the cards loaded for that. If you look down at the bottom, these ones right there, those are the chase cards that we're looking for. Each of them is worth, I don't know, a little bit more than $10-ish. There are a couple that have fallen down. I think this middle one here, this silverback something, I think that one has fallen down to like $3. But overall, they're pretty good. So get this loaded up on the side so I can still see it. Excellent condition. Stream health is all good. It's my first stream, so I just want to be sure that it all looks good before we continue, so that way I know I can use this later on to make videos and shorts out of it, because that's the whole point of this. It gives me a chance to engage with you guys a little bit more, but also at the same time gives me a chance to create more content from live content like this. All right, so let's create a couple new folders in my inventory for these two. This is going to be the Dominaria United opening. And if you don't know, all of these cards that I'm scanning in and all the openings that I'm doing, I use Dragon Shield. That's how I keep track of everything. And I keep all of the data pretty up to date on a Google Sheet that is in the description for this channel. So it should be pretty easy to figure out, you know, if you're going to buy a bundle or something like that, all the data that I have, at least for it, it should be pretty easy to find. All right, we're going to give this a shot. We're going to crack right into this thing. It should have 40 lands, 8 12 card set boosters. Ones these days have 9. Kind of interesting. Open this guy up. Actually, I don't think I have to open it there. It's got one of these pull tab things. And they usually come with a special card that's included in the lands as well. Give this a shot real quick. All right. Dominaria United. Nice little sheet, some cool art there. Toss that back in the box. And set the box out of the way. Well, that's pretty. And this is the same guy that's on the Modern Horizons 3 boxes, right? Pretty sure it's the same guy. All right. Opening it up. Here's our dice. Oh, it's blue. I'm assuming that's our symbol that we're looking at here. I don't know if you guys do. I kind of tend to use these as like D20s for like D&D and stuff like that. Very rarely do I ever use it as a life counter. It's handy to have it, I guess, in case you ever needed one. I just don't ever actually use it for that. Also, if you guys know, I'd love to find out, is there an actual use and or purpose behind like the cardboard punch outs on, like, obviously the +1/+1s, I get that, but the ones that just have like the set symbols, or I don't know, these card, oh, I'm not even showing it to the camera. What am I doing? Yeah, so I'd be interested to know if you guys know this, if there's any reason to keep or anything you can do with like the cardboard punch outs on the front of this. Like obviously the +1/+1s are useful, I get that, but I mean, are these kind of just art or there's an actual purpose for like the symbols and stuff? Because I have no clue. I'd love to know. I tend to punch them out because I find that fun, and then I'll just get rid of them, throw them away. All right, these are our 2 land packs. We've got a couple how to play Magic cards in here. Usually I feel like these end up inside the set. And then we do have 8 set boosters. Am I streaming on Twitch too? I am not. Should I be? Let me see. I don't think I am. And if I am, it's probably on the wrong account. Let me just double check real quick. I am not. You made me a little bit nervous there for a second, though. But no, I'm not. We're just unboxing here. I don't actually have a Twitch channel for this YouTube channel yet. But we're planning on getting one. Eventually. Once I decide to start maybe live streaming a little bit more. That's interesting. Newer bundles don't come with that. Alright, so let's start with the land packs. We'll get all of these added. And then we'll move on to the set boosters. This here. Okay, wow. So sometimes these cards will come tacoed. Look at that. And I'm not squeezing it either. That is just like... That's just passively. That is ridiculously bad. That is awful. Is there a way to fix that? Also, there is I think, a crazy delay on what at least I'm seeing on the stream right now. So keep that in mind. Jeez. No, that is just really bad. I made 0 progress there. But that's okay. All right, we're going to get to scanning these in and see what we can do. All right, herd migration. Create a 3/3 green beast token for each basic land type among lands you control. That's interesting. Foil. Yep. Nice little 30-cent card. I don't think I'm going to scan in any of the lands, even though they're all foil. They're all basic lands that are not full art. Welcome in, Witch Hunter and Jada. I appreciate the chit chats. How are y'all doing tonight? No. We're not going to skin the lands. We're not going to skin the lands. Because I'm just they're just all duplicates. Although, look at this guy. Isn't that pretty? I feel like I've seen at least some of these before. Ooh. I am doing well. Yeah, that's a pretty plains. No, you're right. You're right. Some of them are, but it's not going to be hard to do that in bulk. I mean, so look at the difference here between these 2 land packs. Between the foils and the not. That is terrible. Like, that is actually so bad. Is the camera showing that well enough? I can't tell, but it looks really bad. Haven't played Magic since 2008. I'm gonna blast getting back into it. Heck yeah. Well, I hadn't played Magic until I want to say 6 months ago. Started playing about 6 months ago, and just started really getting into it, and I've been enjoying a lot. I'm still very, very new, but I played quite a bit, and at least generally know how to play. There's still, like, every time I play, right, there's still like a couple things I gotta look up to see how things work and how the rules like apply, especially with the differences between like targeting and all of that for Commander. But I also have been really enjoying it, which is why I created this whole channel to make content about it. So the total cost of all lands you get, yeah, that's true. It is insane vintage, and I know like Like there are a lot of foil cards that are just bent in general, and I get that. I don't know if like the process of making them foil bends them, but for that whole stack to be that bent was kind of bad. All right. Pack number 1. This is where we're going to figure out how all of these are laid out. And what we're going to try to do is always open the rare at the end. I feel like that's how I see most people do it. But this first one, we're not going to be able to do that because I have no idea where the rare is in the pack. It's a very pretty art card. I'm trying to understand what's good. It looks like, obviously it's a stained glass window, right? But it looks like it's like a dead Pharaoh King in a stained glass window, which is kind of interesting. Older booster pack, right? Maybe it gets worse. You know what? That's a good point. It might get worse over time. That's a very good point. I didn't think about that. Add the art card to our collection there. Start off with a nice little foil mountain. All right, I'm going to start actually scanning these in as we go. Is that close enough? I feel like I should probably zoom the camera in a little bit because it's kind of hard to see that. Can you guys see it well, or is it not? I'm going to wait till I get an answer on that before I continue because I can zoom in a little bit. Drag that one that way a little bit. Centered up. Is that better? Can't read the text. Okay. So that means we need to zoom in more. I got to grab one of these. Okay. How close are we getting? I feel like it's still not quite there. Maybe I actually zoom in on the camera. Maybe. Oh, let me manually zoom it. There it goes. Maybe. No, it's just changing function. All right. We got that. I gotta click that back a couple times too. All right. We will continue to zoom it in a little bit more like this. I feel like we're close there. Why is it? It's out of focus now. Come on. We're getting there. Give me 2 seconds. We'll get this figured out. I want to make sure. Oh, that's so bad. So since it's the first time I'm doing it, I want to make sure it actually looks good so that when I go back and get the recording from this, I can actually make content out of it. It's getting darker. Cycling through the settings on it. Oh, that's not it. All right. Close out of that. That should be where we want it. Just need to change this now. Yeah. Better. Better. It was more focused, like an inch further back. I feel like we could probably get the focus here like that. It is pretty good, but it's still not great. What if I held them? Here we go. What if we did this like an actual pack? I know the last cards. Oh, okay. Hold up, if I hold him up just a touch, that's pretty good. Y'all can read that, right? Ish? Kind of? Yeah? Okay. Well, that's what we'll do then. All right, so first one here. Oh, that means I gotta scan him still, though. right. If I see one, counter non-creature spell. I hate these. I feel like if you're gonna have a counter in your deck, you should just have it where it's able to count everything. But apparently that one's worth something. That was like 50 cents. What are our opinions of counters in Magic in general? Do we like, do we not like? I go 50-50 whether I'm the one playing them or not. Twinferno. Choose one. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Interesting. So it just basically doubles whatever you do next. That's kind of cool. Okay. Cat Warrior. I feel like I've seen that one before. Do you like them? Don't like them using it. Yeah, I feel like it's the most disappointing thing in the world. When you feel like you're about to do something really cool, and then somebody just counters it. Really takes the steam out of you. Okay. When it becomes tapped, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with toughness less than the number of basic land types you have among lands you control. Such an odd thing. So basically, if something has less toughness than the number of basic land types you have, that seems so weird, especially if you're going to use that as a commander. It's only a 2-colored. Because the number of basic land types you control is going to be like 2. I don't know. I feel like that's not great. You're finally performing a game action and someone says no. Exactly that, yeah. That's what we don't like. Nishobia Brawler. Trample, domain. Apparently domain's a thing. Power is equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. Very interesting. Another legendary creature. That is definitely not that. Oh, it's not going to scan. Alright, we'll type that one in. Some of these alt art cards don't scan well in the Dragon Shield app. So we're going for text. Nail. N-A-E-L. Avazona Aeronaut. Interesting. 306. Not worth anything. But is a 2/4 with flying and also has that same domain thing. But it's when it deals damage to a player, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types you control. Put one of them on the top of your library and the rest on the bottom in a random order. So it's kind of like Discover, only the X is based off of the number of basic land types you have. I feel like some of these would be okay in like a 5-color deck. That's 3 legendary creatures in 1 pack. Very interesting. Go back to scan real quick. And not a single one of them scanning. It's all good. Text. Logomos. I do like the alt art. They're very, very pretty. Beginning of combat on your turn, create a 2/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. The land type means the type of land, not the color, though. Well, so like your type of land, like forest, island, all of that's based off the color. And it's only basic lands. Well, there can only be so many types of basic lands, right? Oh my goodness, they're all legendary creatures, and they all have this alt art. There's so many of them. Elf. No, that's a Radad. R-A-D-H-A. Coalition Warlord, and we're looking at 310. 15 cents. Yeah, it does specify basic lands. Ooh! Oh, that's one of the ones we're looking for. That's this, if you look this ways, it's 5th. Silverback Elder. Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tap, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, or you gain 4 life. And it's a 5/7. Heck yeah, that's one of the cards we're looking for. Let's go. Now the question is, how much is this guy worth? $6.58. I take it back. That's the wrong set code. No, it's the right one. 177. $5.21. That's correct. Nice. Look at us go. Okay, so we've already got one of our, I don't know, 10 chase cards that we're looking for. It's a rare. It's a double. It's a full art. And it's a foil. Surely that's worth something. Like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way that's scanning. Yeah, it is sick. I love it. Let's see. So we're looking at Shivan. It's like there's no way you guys could even read that. Like it's so there's so much going on there. Oh, there it is. Shivan Reef. So we're looking 380 in foil. Yeah, that's $4.73 right there. That's not bad. We're gonna keep the ones that are worth something off here to the side. Okay, and then the end is an artifact creature golem. We'll scan that guy in. 24 cents. Well, that's the wrong set. Let me get the right set here. 22. Perfect. Okay. So we'll set that guy off to the side here. I keep these guys just ever so slightly in frame so you guys can see them. What are we looking at for that? Because that was an incredible pack. Yeah, it was $13 worth of cards. $12.50 of cards in the first pack. 2 really big hits. I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good for the first one. Pretty sick. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. And we have already made... What was the cost on this one? I think it was like... Let me check. $49. So that's kind of what we're shooting for. We're trying to get to $49 worth of cards in order to break even on this one. So pack number 2, here we go. Little zombie creature token there at the back. Set there. So based off the last one, this was an uncommon. This was a rare. This was a mythic. The odds that it's the same this time, I'm not sure, but that's what it was last time. So we're going to leave it the exact way it is so that way hopefully it stays the same. Protect the Negotiators. So that's our uncommon that was all the way at the back. Go ahead and get that scanned in. Maybe. Scan, there we go. Protect the Negotiators. Look at this art card. I don't know what's going on there. But it is kind of cool. Alright. Protect the Dominaria United. 25 cents. Not bad. Not great. For an uncommon. Alright. Put that over here. Art card stack. Okay. Alright. So that plane's full art worth $1.67. That's pretty good. Certainly more than $1. I don't know how... We're going to keep that one out. Not in the stack because anything over $1 I put in a binder. But it's not quite as good as these guys. These guys were really good hits. Alright, so we'll save that and we'll keep going. I'm trying to get it in a spot where you guys can like actually see it. Is it relatively kind of readable from there or no? Flowstone Infusion. Target creature gets +2/-2 until end of turn. Interesting. Banalish Sleeper. I think we saw that one in the last one. Negate. I guess the same one we had in the last one as well. Citizen's Arrest. When a Citizen's Arrest enters the battlefield, exile target creature planeswalker an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. For 3. That's not bad at all. Player Binding. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield, you gain 2 life. So it's basically the same as the last card we just read, only it costs 2 more and you gain life, and you can play it as like an instant. Kind of interesting. Although not a crazy good card. And it's interesting that we had 2 cards that were basically the same card right next to each other. Cleaving Skyrider. Flyer with a kicker. That's interesting. Ground with a kicker. Exile target artifact or enchantment. If it was kicked, exile target non-land permanent instead. Oh, okay, so you can use this as like just a removal spell, basically. As long as you have, so like you get 2 to do something, but then 4 to do more. And let's see, which set's at 183? Yeah, $1.47. That's not bad. We'll keep that one out. Okay. 90% sure this one's not going to scan. But we'll try it anyways. Oh, it did. 15 cents. Legendary creature, Human Knight. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you create a 1/1 white creature token. That's not bad. Especially if you have like a token heavy deck. You can include that and that's not bad. Alright, so now we're looking at our rares. Briar Hydra is worth 50 cents, which is not fantastic for a rare. And our last one, the Elder Dragon War, which is a saga. Stage 1, it deals 2 damage to each creature and each opponent. 2, you discard any number of cards and then draw that many. In stage 3, you create a 4/4 dragon creature token with flying. Or stage 3, yeah. That's kind of cool. What are the odds it scans? Oh, it did right away. Again, just 50 cents. So both the rares there were kind of a bust, I'm not going to lie. Compared to the last pack, the fact that we got 2, like a land and an uncommon that were worth more than these guys is kind of funny. But, again, not a terrible pack. We got something that we can put in a binder out of it. So, next pack. Pack number 3. Does every one of these have art cards? Okay. There's our new art card. Kind of cool. So then, based off of last time, we took the uncommon off the back. Oh no, I didn't pick them all up. No, that's the rare. Man, I just messed it up right away. That's what it's supposed to be, right there. Okay. What is this? Telepathic transmission. Oh, this is a new gain type. Oh, but 2 booster packs, remove all the cards. Interesting. I'm actually going to read that later because it sounds kind of cool. All right. Back to it. Pack number 3. We got an island worth 19 cents. Smash to Dust. Get in the right set. 25 cents. A Shield Wall Sentinel. Defender 1/3. Worth 22. That's not bad. It won't stay. None of them are staying. And it won't scan either. It's Gibbering Barricade. There it goes. It's worth 12 cents. Floriferous Wall. Another Defender. It's just a 0/2 though. Plant Wall. Legendary creature, human soldier, buried Argivian? Argivian? I'm using Dragon Shield. That's what I use to organize and keep track of like the cost and value of everything. It also helps me just keep track of what cards I have so that I can look them up later. Beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Interesting. Not a great legendary. I wouldn't use that as a commander, but it's not bad. Missed the end of that sick land. What was it worth? It was worth like $1.50. Nothing bad, nothing great. All right, Coalition Sky Knight, 15 cents. Not bad. Keep showing that green foil at the very back, and I'm very curious what it's going to be. Battlewing Mystic, or 22 cents-ish. 15 cents. With a kicker. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, you discard your hand and then draw 2 cards. That seems... What situation would you need to do that if you had less than 2 cards? Like, I don't know. That seems odd. Also, for the kicker to be another color from the color the card is? That feels weird. No wonder that's so cheap. What we got here? Hura Kenrid Sky Knight, 15. Another legendary. Flying whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you create a 1/1 soldier. I think we saw that one earlier. That's not bad. Again, if you're making like really budget commander decks, these are not bad. This is the exact card we got like 3 cards ago. It's just in a different style. It's the exact same one though. Really good, like super low aggression, low cost commander decks. If you're looking for that, I guess these are okay. But I mean, they're not doing anything crazy. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, you create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. I feel like that is super underpowered for what a commander usually is. Hey, we got another one! Another Silverback Elder. Look at this go. Another $5 card. $5.21. Got 2 of those now. We're going to stack them right on top of each other. Herd Migration. Is this one of them? No, it's not. Not that I see on our list, at least. Herd Migration in foil is 65 or 30 cents. Nothing crazy. Got Domain. Free creature every turn is... It's not bad, but as far as like what some of the other commanders can do, it's not great either. You create a 3/3 green beast creature token for each basic land type among lands you control. And then you can discard it, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and you gain 3 life. Meh. Not great. Honestly, not great. Okay, so conceptually, you're right. Getting free creatures each turn is not bad. Again, but that's like a super budget commander. Like, if you could get a commander that like actually does something or is actually powerful or, you know, can provide you more benefit than just creating a 1/1 each turn, I think you're probably better off. And again, I'm coming from this from the perspective of commander because that's basically all I play. All right, so this is the back. We know that's fine. And the last time the back card was a rare. So I'm feeling like the back card can actually be anything. But I think we're going to leave it right where it is. And we're just going to keep going through these from top to bottom. Ooh. Hey, we got another one of those planes. Unless someone's different. That's a pretty sick art card. I like it. Put that right in there. All right. Back at it. Scanning. Yep, another $1.68 land. Idyllic Beachfront. Enters tapped. White and blue. Not bad for a dual land. Not crazy, though. I hate dual lands that enter tapped. I feel like they shouldn't. If those basic land type cards are meant to be in a deck with cards that take land from other people. Potentially. Like, there's definitely that potential. I don't know. I don't see a lot of value there, though. Like, unless you're running, like, a 5-color commander and you just really feel like you need to include one of those, I don't feel like they're very powerful at all. Which, again, is probably why they don't cost a lot. They're not worth a lot. All right, I'm gonna start just going through these. A soaring drake. If I see something interesting, we'll pull it out. It's a very interesting dragon. Or a drake. There is actually a difference in magic. Broken wings. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Ooh. The cheapest one I've scanned so far. Combat research. An enchantment. There is a foil blue right at the end. I think the last slot must be the foil one. 50 cents for this enchantment. It has... Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. As long as it's legendary, it gets a +1/+1 and has ward 1. Ah! Very nice. Another one of those glass window cards. That is the cheapest one I've scanned so far. It's an alt art, and it's still only worth 15 cents. Because it just has domain. Okay. That actually checks out. So our rare is a legendary creature, Phyrexian Human Wizard. Irtai Resurrected. When it enters the battlefield, I choose up to 1. Counter target spell activated ability or triggered ability. Its controller draws a card. Or destroy another target creature or planeswalker. Its controller draws a card. I'm going to bet this is not worth a lot because, again, it doesn't do a lot. Like, there's not a lot happening here. $1.30. That's probably about what I expected. The fact that you can come in with flash at any point is kind of cool as a counter, and you get your commander in, sure. Or I would more likely probably include it as just a creature in a deck, honestly. Djinn of the Fountain, worth 25 cents in foil. It's just a Djinn, it's got flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets a 1/1 till the end of turn, or you can return it to the battlefield under its control at the beginning of the next end step, or scry 1. Again, complicated. Very few instances I would probably use that in. All right. So we had 8. We're on pack number 5. Pack number 5. We have 3 really good cards so far, and some cards that are worth more than $1. Let's so we're halfway right now. Let's check value. Yeah, we're looking at $30.42, and again, we paid $49 for this, so that's kind of where we're trying to hit here. That's our target. Little comfy homes. I think they're little squirrel homes, maybe. I don't know. Cute, very cute. Do we have a? Yeah, we got just a random one on the back. Soldier token. Set that one off to the side. Put our art card with the rest. Start looking through these guys. Trying to get it to zoom in right here. And it's pretty close. All right, planes, 15 cents. Thrill of Possibility, 20 cents. Splatter Goblin, worth 12 cents. That's not bad. Goblin Picker, 12 cents. Discard a card, draw a card. If you get cards you don't want in your hand, you probably should redo your deck. Unless there's something specific you're looking for. But, I don't know. Card replacement ones are always odd for me. Merfolk, legendary creature. Coral Colony. It's a wall. It's a 1/4. It's got Defender. Pay 2, tap it. Target player mills X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control with Defender. That's interesting. Walking Bulwark. 24 cents, and it's also just got Defender. There's a lot of... That's 3 cards in a row with Defender. A Blight Pile. 3/3 with Defender. Each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of creatures with Defender you control. That's a lot of those in a row that get buffs based off the Defender. I was actually talking to somebody this morning about them wanting to build a Defender deck that basically works off the concept that all of your Defender creatures that have like really low power but high toughness can attack through, you know, an ability. And then also it either switches their power and toughness, or their power becomes equal to their toughness. Either one of those is a pretty cool concept, because most of those defender creatures, like the 3/3 I just showed there, they're really low cost. And so you can get them on the board for really cheap, and then if you can actually make them do something quickly, that's not bad. You just have to have a lot of card draw so that you keep up with that. Here we go. Historian Boon. It's worth $1.04. Whenever Historian Boon or another non-token enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. And whenever the final chapter ability of a saga you control triggers, you create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. So hear me out. You combine it with that saga we were talking about earlier, where the last one is that you create a 4/4 red flying creature token. And then whenever it triggers to create it, you also create another. That's kind of cool. That would be really neat to have. You have this on the board with one of those. That'd be pretty cool. All right. Shauna Purifying Blade. Lifelink at the beginning of your end step. You may pay X. If you do, you draw X cards, and X can't be greater than the amount of life you gained this turn. So you have to be gaining life. That's interesting. Let's see, what's that card worth? It's a mythic, so it should be worth something, you would hope. And it is worth a grand total of 49 cents. Woohoo! Great. It's not bad. Like, I feel like that would be kind of cool in a life gain deck. But usually life is like either white or green. Or white-green. And it's got blue in it for some reason. So I don't know. It wants to be used as a commander, but like also can't. Aggressive Sabotage in foil worth a gigantic 24 cents. Okay. How close are we to breaking even? We got a couple good cards there. Looking at $33.50-ish. Right about there. All right, 3 packs left. And we still need to recoup, like, what if we're at 33? We need to make it to 50. You got to have 17 more? We need $17 out of these 3 packs in order to break even on the bundle. What do you guys think? Is that likely? I feel like it's probably not likely, but it's going to be worth a shot. Go ahead, switch it back over to scan. However, we did get some cool cards. I feel like I'm absolutely mutilating these poor packages. All right, so the back one. Usually a token. Front one always has been an art card. Another stained glass window. Pretty cool. Let's switch hands here. All right. There's a green foil at the very end. I can tell you that. Outside of that, I don't know a lot. But I definitely did see the green foil at the end. All right, another island. An Elfheim Worm. Vigilance and Trample 5/4 for 5. Not bad. Charismatic Vanguard for 11. I think we've seen this one. No. That's a creature spell. So that's the opposite of what we were seeing earlier. The counter earlier we were talking about didn't have creatures, so you could counter anything but a creature. This one is just a creature. Why don't you just have counter target spell? There's plenty of those that can cost 2. I don't know. I feel like that makes sense. Like, I'm not crazy for saying that, right? Like, why not just include cards in your deck that just counter spells instead of specifically creatures or specifically non-creatures? Okay, we'll save it. We'll move on. Pilfer. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. And they discard it. Ah. If you would have gotten to keep it, that would have been cooler. Frog Beast. Legendary creature. Beginning of your upkeep. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Why? Because its power is equal to the number of land cards in your graveyard. Very interesting. That's different. That's very different. I've never seen a card or anything that does anything with lands in your graveyard before. It's not worth anything. It's worth 17 cents. Because generally you don't want lands to be going to your graveyard. But that's definitely a different concept. Runic Shot. Not worth a lot. Micromancer we've seen already. Combat research. All right, let's see what we're getting to here. Legendary creature. Phyrexian Merfolk Wizard. There it goes. It's just an uncommon. You can sacrifice it. Let's see. No, it's just 15 cents. Not even worth it. Ooh. Okay. Our rare is a land. Interesting. How much that land is only worth? Oh, that's the wrong set. Let me make sure we're doing the right set here. 261, 74 cents. Not worth anything. And the last one in foil. Oh, hold up. This one's worth $1.50. Tear Asunder. Take a look at it. Kicker, you pay 1 and a black. Exile target artifact or enchantment. If this spell was kicked, exile target non-land permanent instead. I feel like we looked at this earlier, right? Didn't we? Did we see another one of these? Yeah, we did. We did already look at that one. We have another one. But this one's in foil, which makes it cooler. Way cooler. It's so much cooler if it's in foil. Okay, we're down to 2 packs. And we have a little over $10 still to recoup on this in order for us to break even. So, what are the odds we think in 2 packs we're going to get there? Pretty low, right? There's no way we get... We'd have to hit something pretty big in both of these in order to get there. Oh! Look at that. That's incredibly pretty. Okay. Set that back right there. I've not seen anything yet. So hopefully this entire pack is a surprise. Colossal Growth. 15 cents, not worth much. Vanquisher's Axe. 11 cents, not worth much. There's an Ape Warrior, 2/2. Yabama Steel Crusher. 15 cents. Most of these commons are pretty cheap. Sacred Peaks, I've definitely seen that one before. We got a Coral Colony again. The Walking Bulwark. Try to get through some of these commons and uncommons pretty quickly. Come on, Blight Pile. Still just 15 cents. Maybe. Yep. Okay, here we go. Valiant Veteran. Is that one of our... It's not one of our chase cards. Other soldiers you control get +1/+1. You can exile it from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on each soldier you control. I could see this being worth it in some decks. Man, it's just not worth it. It just doesn't have the value there. 47 cents. And the last card is a common that is happen to be foil, but it's not going to be worth anything. 25 cents not foil. And 25 cents with foil. Okay. So that one we didn't get anything out of. So we're down to 1 pack. 1 pack left for this Dominaria bundle. We're currently at $40.09. So I need $9 worth of cards out of this pack. Out of these 12. I need $9 worth of cards just to break even. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what happens. But I'm thinking it's unlikely. This one's probably going to be about... It won't be as bad as the Modern Horizons 3 bundle I bought. I got $40 worth of cards out of that one and spent $90 on it. So... But it did come with a dice. Yeah, I said it somewhere. Here it is. It's this one. It's like a blue-green mixed. And it's got the logo on it. Yeah, it's technically not a D20. It's a counter dice. Still like you started at 20 and then you can just rotate it around. But it does have 20 sides. And does have 1 for each number, so technically, it does have the capabilities that a D20 would. It's just not balanced like a D20. But I don't know if we've gotten that one yet. I like how every single one of these has an art card. That's pretty cool. A lot of the newer sets don't do that. All right, $9 worth of cards, baby. We got this. Starting off strong with a 15-cent land. Our Splatter Goblin. When it dies, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. feel like that's just a waste of a card. Again, 12 cents. Colossal Growth, 15 cents. Goblin Picker, 12 cents. Vanquisher's Axe is only 11 cents. We're counting up, but we're counting up really slowly. Elvish Hydromancer's first uncommon. It's only worth 15 cents. Hatiova, Steward of Tides, is worth 20 cents. Land creatures you control have flying. That's kind of cool. Djinn of the Fountain has a flying 4/4. Unfortunately, it's only worth 15 cents. Got our Nile again, 15 cents. Radha again, worth 15 cents. Oh, here we go, here we go. King Darian the... Oh, that's a big number. I don't even want to try to figure out. So X would be 10. L is 50, right? So 10 less than 50 would be 40. 40 plus 5, 8. So 48th? King Darian the 48th. Am I doing Roman numerals right on that? And that is 204. That is worth 50 cents. That's our rare, ladies and gentlemen. We may have just busted big time. Oh, we did. Oh, it's bad. The Phyrexian Viscerator in foil is worth a gigantic 24 cents. No. That was rough. That was rough, that last pack. We won it a lot, and it looked like that King Darian might have been worth something, but it was only 50 cents. So in total, $42.28 for the Dominaria United bundle, and we paid $49 for it. So we only lost $7 in value, theoretically, right? We're not selling all of these for 12 to 10 cents a piece, obviously, but theoretically, that is what they would be worth. I didn't scan in any of the tokens. There's 3 of them. I'll hit those real quick and see. I doubt it, though. Zombie token's a quarter. Soldier token. Maybe. It doesn't like the elemental token either. So not anything there. We will go back. Okay, so for this pack, these are the real big hits that we had. We got 2 of the Silverback Elders, a Herd Migration, and a Shivian Reef. So it's not bad there. Yeah, the lands are going to be worth something. That's a good point. That'll probably get us back up and pretty close to what we're trying to shoot for here. It'll get us close to the target number. But yeah, we got some value here. And then all of these ones are ones that are above $1 as well. So these are all the cards. It's crazy that we have planes in there that are worth more than like $1.50, but these were our big hits. So we got 2 of that Silverback Elder, which is kind of cool. I didn't even really look at what it does. Okay, I did see that one actually. But these are ones that are all going to go into the binder because they're worth more than $1. Yeah, but not a bad pack overall. That's kind of where I was going with that. We got some good cards. We got a lot of okay cards. But overall, we did get some value out of it. Not all of the set boosters were completely pointless. So, that was pretty good. We got the Dominaria United bundle out of the way. We're going to set these cards off to the side real quick. And then, we're going to go for the big boy, which is going to be the Duskmourn bundle. Very excited for that one. So, this guy here is what we're opening next. Set that to the side. Get all the creature tokens together. Trying to make sure I stay relatively organized. And I'm going to stack... I can't stack all the cards on top of the land because they're so bowed. We're going to take the lands on top. Pretty good chunk of cards, though, for a bundle. Not bad. They have added more, so like instead of the 8 that they had there, you have 9 play boosters now. And instead of 12 cards per pack, you're looking at 14 for these. Cards on the screen are not for this box too. So we're going to, through the magic of me, make them go away. All right, Duskmourn bundle. The reason I'm not including cards on this is because we have really no idea what the value of these cards are going to be because of the set is just too new. Also, as I scan these in, remember that because this set just came out, all of the prices that I'm going to get are going to be incredibly inflated, like ridiculously inflated because they're brand new cards. but we're going to do it anyways. Duskmourn opening. Throw bundle in there so I know which one it is. Bundle. Done. Save. All right. Hopefully all of these cards scan. We ready for this? I'm excited to see what the dice looks like too. I haven't seen that yet. And I've kind of been collecting them. I've got 2 of the Bloomborough, a Modern Horizons 3 one, an Outlaw Thunder Junction one. I've got a lot of the D20s. Flush counter dice. So I'm kind of excited to see what they did to this one. If they have a horror themed one and they don't do a black dice, I'm going to be kind of upset. Get your money back on the other box and feel better about it before the prices go down. See, exactly. Exactly. So for this one, we need to get $52 back because that's how much the bundle was. So that's our target number here is 52. Again, they got some cool art stuff in there. That's our box. That's what we're looking at here. Double-sided. We got a little logo here on the side. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay. I kind of love it and hate it. Does it glow in the dark? I don't think it does. I don't think it glows in the dark, but it's very cool. The purple and like mint swirl. That's kind of interesting. What do we got at the bottom here? What is that? Oh, that's just the anti-theft stuff. Got all of our packs here. And the land packs. And again, if anybody wants to tell me what these cardboard punch-out things are for, that would be great. Obviously, I know what flying and plus ones are, but there's a lot of these, like the big ones, that I don't know what they're used for. So usually, I just end up throwing them away, but if I need to be not throwing them away, I need to know that, you know? Okay. We will set the box to the side. We're looking at 9 play boosters. 2 land packs. We should have 1 card in one of these land packs. And I'm hoping whichever foils we get aren't as bowed as that one. Grievous Wound. Enchanted player can't gain life. When enchanted player is dealt damage, they lose half of their life rounded up. That's kind of crazy. But every time you lose any life, you lose half your life rounded up. That's not just me. That's actually kind of crazy, right? I hate that they don't scan. There it goes. Yeah, $1.42 for that one. Definitely worth something, and I can definitely see why. Full art, foil, planes. It is beautiful. Oh, these are all going to be the full art foils, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, they're pretty. And then you got some basic foils back here, too. That's pretty cool. What is that forest? Look at this forest. That's kind of cool. There's just a doorway there. All the trees have doorways. Very cool. I love that those those foils are not completely tacoed, because that was a little bit annoying with the Dominaria United bundle. All right, land pack number 2. They are basically the same ones, only not in foil. That's kind of cool. Honestly, the art in this set is sick. I mean, like, look at that. Like a staircase into the fiery pits of hell. Maybe a little morbid, but still pretty cool. All right, we're gonna get the land value later on, because I don't want to sit here and scan through 40 lands. That's boring. So instead, we're going to go straight back into opening packs. We have 9 of these play boosters. Again, so we're looking at needing to recoup $52. We're going to pull up a calculator real quick. So 52 divided by 9. We need $5.70-ish. $5.77-ish per pack that we open. Not including the value of the land or any of that. That's kind of what we're shooting for here. So let's pull this back up. We're gonna get started. Adjust the mic a little bit there. All right, pack 1 of 9. I've opened some of these play boosters before, and if I remember right, based off the last ones, the rare's the very end. Unless it's something else. Oh, it is. They got the creature tokens at the very end. That's kind of cool. There was one of these tokens that was actually worth something the other day. I'm going to leave that there and we can take a look at the tokens after. But here we go. Maybe. Erratic Apparitions, 15 cents. Flying Vigilant Spirit. Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, it gets a +1/+1 till end of turn. Not bad. Hardened Escort. Okay, so if you guys are looking for something to scan your cards, and I do use Dragon Shield, and I think it's fine. I'm sure there are better apps out there, but the only thing I hate is that like every 25 cards it makes you sit there for 7 seconds saying, hey, you should buy premium. Which is like just annoying enough to almost make me want to do it. But I haven't yet. That's the only downside to it. It lets you store as many cards as you want, and its scanner is honestly pretty good. Vicious Clown. That is freaky art. That's real freaky. Did you really pay for it, Cody? Because I still haven't, and I've scanned in over 20,000 cards. Final Vengeance, 15 cents. Ooh, that's a big boy. Slavering Branch Snapper, 14 cents. You got a sick deal? What kind of deal did you get? Because if there's deals going around, I'm kind of interested. I wouldn't hate not having to sit through an ad every 15 minutes. Grand Entryway Elegant Rotunda, also just 15 cents. Glimmer Light, I actually saw one of these today from a different set. Untimely Malfunction. Choose one, destroy target artifact, changes the target of a target spell or ability with a single target. 1 or 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Ooh. That'd be kind of cool to have. That's worth $1.57. That's really good for an uncommon. We'll keep that one out here. It was like a free trial, and then it was slightly cheaper. Don't remember how much, though. Gotcha. Okay, okay. Is it like a subscription thing, or is it like a one-time you pay and you're good? So this is Defiled Crypt and Cadaver Lab. Only worth 24 cents. Conductive Machete. That's kind of cool. Kind of interesting what the prism looking like light is on her. Just worth 15 cents. Nothing there. So it's a subscription thing? Ew. Ew. How much is it? 18 cents. Because I honestly haven't looked at all. I hate subscriptions, and so I don't do that. Here's the rare Enduring Courage. $1.25. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +2/+0 and gains haste until the end of turn. When Enduring Courage dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. It is not a creature. So it just does the rest of what it was talking about after. So it can be a 3/3 and then it dies and it comes back, but you still continue to get the +2/+0 and haste until end of turn when a creature enters. That's kind of cool. And then we got a land. $2.99 monthly, $30 yearly. That almost seems worth it just for my time. 18 cents for the land. Enchantment Creature Horror, 15 cents. Not bad for the foil spot, not great though. $2.50 a month, that's not bad. So you're not, I mean, and percentage wise, that's probably a pretty good deal. You're right as far as crazy deal goes. But all right, pack number 2. We got an art card this time. Let's do this. Let's take art card off the back. It is a spider with a whole bunch of eyeballs. I'd like to know what the eyeballs are for, what they do. What I can tell you for sure is that thing's creepy. Very creepy. All right. Living Phone. 15 cents there for that one. Scorching Dragonfire. You put it with your Shelob deck. I could. I don't know what I'd do with it, but I could. Worth 11 cents, nothing crazy there. Winter Intervention. Worth 11 cents as well. You gain 2 life, deals 2 damage to target. Use it as a token. I could. That's a very good point. I don't know if there's any token spiders, though. 10 cents for that one. Creeping Peeper. Oh, no, not a Creeping Peeper. I do think that's a spider, though. We agree that's a spider, right? That looks like a spider. With a gigantic eyeball, I guess. Set that to the side. Anthropede, 11 cents. Pay 3, it's just murder. I can't tell you how many times I've seen different rebrandings of that exact same one. It says it's just an eye with legs. Does it really say that on the card? You're on your guard, has eyes everywhere, and I don't mean that figuratively. That's funny. Rite of the Moth. 20 cents. Fear of Imposters worth 24 cents. Split Skin Doll. That is... Ugh. Ugh. That's gross. We agree that's gross, right? Here's a rare Ghost Vacuum. Worth $2.30. There we go. Exile target card from a graveyard. Pay 6 and tap it. You can sacrifice it. Put each creature card exiled with Ghost Vacuum onto the battlefield into your control with a flying counter on it. Each one of them is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. So basically you just yoink everything that you get rid of. Oh, 2 rares? We're up to 2 rares? Valgavoth's Onslaught. $1.65. Manifest Dread X times, then put X 1/1 counters on each of those creatures. Woo! You gotta pay double for it, based off the card, but still, that's pretty good. Enchantment Creature Nightmare. Fear of Immobility. 12 cents. Nothing crazy there. Okay. 2 packs in. And we've got quite a few cards over $1. We're currently looking at $11.84 worth of value. So we're not quite on target. We're not quite. We need to be hitting... I think we have to be at like $12 now. No, we may be on target. I said $5.70, which would turn out to be $10, $11.40. And we're at $11.84. Which one? The Fear of Immobility? I didn't scan it as a foil. It's not going to make an ounce of difference at 12 cents, though. Still, we're doing pretty good as far as value goes. Granted, again, that was kind of expected for a new set, where the cards are still kind of all pretty sought after. Here we go. We take the back one off. See what kind of token we get. See, this is the one I think is actually worth something. I'm almost positive. Yeah, that Glimmer's worth $1.50. Which is pretty good. Alright. Cryptid Inspector. 10 cents, nothing there. Vanish from sight. Another 10 cents, nothing there. Human Survivor. Can we get these? There we go. 14 cents. I'm gonna make sure that this all stays in frame here for you. 14 cents for Ticket Booth, Tunnel of Hate. What does that room do? When you unlock this door, Manifest Dread. When you attack, target creature attacking gains double strike until end of turn. Very interesting. Okay. Got a little leech here that we're working on. Balemerk Leech. It's not scanning. It does not want to go into my inventory. You can do it. I believe in you. There it goes. Oh. 15 cents. Nothing crazy. Grand entry. The Rotunda again. Another Glimmer Light. Gremlin Tamer. Fear of Being Haunted. Getting some uncommons here. Rootwise Savior. Fear of Isolation. Ooh, a chainsaw. It may not be worth much, but it looks cool. Oh, it actually might be worth something. 128, 50 cents. It's not bad. When it enters, deals 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. Whenever 1 or more creatures die, you put a rev counter on the chainsaw. Equipped creature gets +X/+0, where X is the number of rev counters on the chainsaw. And it costs 3 to equip. That's not crazy. It's nothing crazy, but it's not bad. Not worth a whole lot, 50 cents, but that is what it is. All right. Derelict Attic, Widow's Walk, foil, 20 cents. Okay. Actually got the insect token, and it's literally worth 0 cents. But we're looking 3 packs in. $15, 87 cents. Not bad. We're hanging in there. I think that Glimmer did a lot for us on that last pack. I don't know what the thing's actually worth, but it seems to be worth something. According to my app, at least. Might find out later on that that's incorrect, but... Alright, we got the same manifest. I assume the other side of this is the instant. Oh, it's a gremlin. Look at that guy. He looks so happy. I didn't include him in a deck just so I could sit there and stare at him. He looks like a happy boy. Alright, here we go. Oh, I heard a funny joke about that card. I don't know if anybody y'all watch any Magic opening stuff. But I saw somebody today make a joke about that. It's a card called The Hand That Feeds. And the joke is, don't let the hand that feeds you bite you. So there you go. Now you get to laugh at it too. Delirium, whenever the hand that feeds attacks, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, it gets a +2/+0 and gets Menace. That's kind of cool. It's creepy, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, don't let the hand that feeds you bite you. Merry Christmas. Innocuous Rat. Maybe. Cannon Scan. You pulled one of the Japanese foils yesterday? I'm assuming that means you're opening collector boosters. Currently, we're just going through some play boosters, some bundles. That's incredible, though. Those cards are, first of all, beautiful. The cards look gorgeous. However, they're also worth a lot, which is kind of neat. So congratulations. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Worry Watchdog, nothing. Banish from Sight's not worth anything. Most of these commons aren't going to be worth much at all. We're just getting them in. It's so cool looking. That's all I care about. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. But they're so rare. They're so rare to find. Like, I'm may or may not be too much information, but how many packs did you have to open to find it? Or did you just happen to pull it out of a single pack you got? Because I saw people that were literally buying full cases to try to find one. Come on. They do. They're so pretty, though. I couldn't agree with you more. It literally won't scan. We're just going to go find another one of it that I already have because it has scanned before. And increase the number. Edit card, quantity, 2. The only reason I'm scanning all these uncommons and commons in is so that I know exactly what cards I have. So if I ever go to build a deck, I know what's there. We're trying to get through all the cheap ones as quick as we can, though. Stay hidden, stay silent. We're 20 cents. Fear of exposure. There it goes, 18 cents. Should be getting pretty close to that rare. 25. Legendary creature, human coward. It can't block. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile it. You may play that card from exile this turn. Interesting. Ooh. Overlord of the Mistamores. We got ourselves our first mythic here. Hold up a second. We're looking at 23. $9.55, baby. Enchantment creature, Avatar Horror, Overlord of Mistamores, impending 4. If you cast this spell for its impending cost, it enters with 4 time counters on it and isn't a creature until the last one is removed. At the beginning of your end step, remove a time counter from it. When Overlord of the Mistamores enters or attacks, you create 2 1/2 white insect creature tokens with flying. And it's 6/6. It does cost 7, which is kind of expensive, but that's pretty sick. That's our first big hit there. We'll take that. I'll leave that here so you guys can continue to look at it. Etched Cornfield. Etched Cornfield enters tapped unless the player has 13 or less life. 20 cents. It's not bad. They're trying to do a lot more with dual lands, but there's only so much more you can do there. Unwanted Remake at 58 cents. It's not bad. Destroy target creature, its controller, manifest dread. Very cool. Okay, we got our first big hit, boys. Got a first big hit. Let's take a look at where we're at. $28. So halfway through, a little less than halfway. We still got 5 more to open. That's pretty good. All right, let's keep it going. Pack number 5, baby. All right. Our card in the back. Got this little creepy dude. That's kind of cool. All right. Let's get through all these commons and uncommons as quick as we can. A lot of these we've seen already. Again, we're not looking at really any value there. Slavering Branch Snapper again. I did really like the art on this card. It's a big dude. Plus, that's like the first one in a while that looks like some, I don't know, old school art on new cards. Frantic Strength. Close out of that. Okay, Shroud Stomper. That's a big boy. Not worth anything. Death Touch 5/5. When it enters or attacks, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. The only downside is it costs 3 plus 2 white plus 2 black. 7 total for a 5/5. Sheesh. It's a cool card. Don't get me wrong. Piggy Bank. Artifact creature Boar Toy. Yikes. When it dies, you create a treasure token. That checks out. Enchantment Land. Valgavoth's Lair. Hexproof. It enters tapped. As it enters, you choose a color. You can tap it for 1 mana of the chosen color. $2.26, baby. Pretty good rare there. Believe it. Kind of curious what these are worth. Go ahead and get it scanned in, maybe. Plains. Foil. It's worth less as a foil. That's crazy. And then our last one here. In foil, 15 cents, nothing there. Valgavoth's Lair, though, that's pretty good. All right, we're getting there. Let me adjust my chair. Oh. 4 more packs left, baby. We're getting through this. They should never have given us this much power. Got on the other side of you. A horror creature token. Again, we're gonna, since we've seen most of them at this point, try to get through all of our commons and uncommons pretty quickly. Maybe. There it goes. I don't know why some of the black cards just don't scan well. Another one of our creeping peepers. All right, what's the creepiest card we've seen so far? Because this one's pretty creepy. The spider with 15 eyes was pretty creepy. The spider with just the one eye was also pretty creepy. This anthropede that we saw earlier, also kind of freaky, because it's got a face on it. Oh my goodness. A brood spinner. Also creepy. Let's see. Coordinated clobbering. We're getting really close. I think the next one here is going to be our rare. That's 15 cents. Nope, still just an uncommon, but it's really hard to see. Yeah, there are a lot of options there for additions and or remaking that Shelob deck. Here it is, maybe? There it is. The Mind Skinner. Legendary enchantment creature nightmare. The Mind Skinner can't be blocked. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards, and it's a 10-1 for 3. What an odd card. 66. It's $1.44. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. But what an odd card. Well, it's a 10-1 that can't be blocked, but also can't do damage. If it does damage, all of that just goes into that many cards that they mill. Which is kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like that's odd. Give me some thoughts here. What can we use this in? Other than like a mill deck, obviously. Probably pretty good in a mill deck. I don't see anything else you use that for. That's odd. That's a cool card, though. And it's actually worth something, which is nice. Got ourselves an island. Got some issues with these islands actually scanning. There it goes. And then a Malevolent Chandelier, 15 cents. Yeah, exactly. You can make people literally run out of cards. You mill them. But I don't know. Okay, so thinking about it, right? In the Modern Horizons 3 Precon Graveyard Overdrive, everything's about how many cards and card types are in people's graveyards. Having one of these in there that you just slap people with, making them mill like 10 or so per time, seems like it might actually make sense, because then you get the graveyards filled. Even if you don't completely deck somebody, you can make yourself a lot stronger by doing that. I think it's the only time I really see that card being useful. Other than that, and maybe a mill deck, but mill deck and commander is just such not really an option. But all right, pack number, this would be 7, yeah, because we got 8 and 9 left. All right, we're gonna start doing it like this. Unless we find something interesting. Or something that's worth something. This is not a Savannah. Come on, man. Maybe. Come on. It won't scan. Does not like this card. At all. Not even... There it goes, 12 cents. Yay, that was so much time wasted for a 12-cent card. A bear trap. Ooh. You can tap it, pay 3, sacrifice it to do 3 damage. That is pretty bad, honestly. I feel like you could do a lot more with different cards. If it was like tap 3, do 3 damage, but you didn't have to sacrifice it, that would be something. Sheltered by Ghosts. Ooh, $2.25. Enchanted. Is this one we got earlier? No, it's not. Enchanted creature you control. When Sheltered by Ghosts enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and is lifelink and ward 2. Ooh. That's a cool removal spell. Vile Mutilator, 16 cents. Nothing cool there with the rooms. Some cool art, but nothing besides that. Here's our rare. Another Valgavoth Slayer, baby. Woo! $2.26. Throw that guy down. We got our forest. And a friendly ghost. In foil for 15 cents. Here is our art card that we missed at the beginning. What is that? That's a gigantic creature. It looks like it's got spider legs, but it's got a bed sticking through the unicorn horn on its head. Very interesting. I dropped the last art card, had to pick it up. Okay, 2 Valgavoth Slayer, that's pretty good. Hexproof, any color of your choosing land is pretty nice. Okay. We're looking, throwing that one to the side. We flip this over. And once again, we're cooking through these. $0.10. 10 cents. 14 cents. 14. Oh, this is the one I hated earlier. 15. Spine Seeker Centipede. Kind of new. Glimmer Burst, 12 cents. Draw 2 cards, create a 1/1 Glimmer enchantment creature token. That's not bad. Malevolent Chandelier again. I liked the other one better. I think the other one was like a full art version of this card. And actually looked really, really good. Fear of Abduction. They're aliens. Look at that. Those are aliens. Come on. Focus up. There it is. An additional cost to cast it. Exile a creature you control has got flying. It's a 5/5. Costs 6. When it enters, you exile target creature. And when it leaves the battlefield, put each card exiled with it into its owner's hand. Interesting. Very cool. Sporogenic Infection. Does not want to scan. There it goes, 20 cents. Violent Urge is 19 cents. Is this our rare? Ooh. Ivar the Pummeler. Legendary creature, elf warrior. Tap another untapped creature you control. This guy gets indestructible until end of turn. Creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. That's kind of sick. Yeah, this card's gonna be worth something. 202. Yeah, $4.06. That's a good pull. Another good mythic for us. Save that one. Abandoned Campgrounds, 20 cents. And we've done Derelict, Attic, and Widow's Walk before. Even at foil, they're just 20 cents. Not bad. Okay, we got a good pull there and a new card there. Solid mythic. Got one play booster left. Let's take a look at value real quick. Looking at $48.39, and we paid 52. Which means we are less than $4 away from completely breaking even on this set, which would be incredibly exciting. Prices are slightly inflated, you got to give it that, but we're getting close. Go back to here, set up scan again. Last pack. What are the odds we get $4 worth of cards out of this? Hopefully high. We're going to keep that for sure, because that way we know what... I do know what these punch outs do, because they've got the locked and the unlocked things on them. Oh, they both have locked, so you just take it off when it's unlocked. But that's actually kind of handy to have. Okay. $4, baby. That's what we need. That's Sphere of Immobility again. That's kind of cool. Another hand to feed you. Innocuous Rat. Surely $7 card. That would be sick. That would be sick. It would get us past where we need to be. A Weary Watchdog. Look at that good boy. Look at him just being a good boy there. What a good boy. That feels like it's 2 cards. That boy's thick. Okay, Vanish from Sight. Twisted Reality. Seize from Slumber. We are opening the Duskmourn bundle, trying to get an idea about value. Paid $52 for it, and we currently are on the last pack here, and we have to get like $4 worth of value out of it to break even. Think this is the last uncommon? No, there's one more. Patchwork Beastie is 25 cents. That's something. Commune with Evil. Sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand, the rest in your graveyard. You gain 3 life. Not bad. Nothing crazy there, though. Probably not going to be worth the whole ton. But, of course, it's not going to scan in for us, because why would it do that? There it goes. 19 cents. All right, here's our rare. Toby, Beastie Befriender, legendary creature, human wizard. When Toby, Beastie Befriender enters, create a 4/4 white beast creature token. With this creature can't attack or block alone. As long as you control 4 or more creature tokens, token creatures you control have flying. Interesting. 50 cents. Not a lot. We still need a little bit more out of these. Strangled Cemetery, 18 cents. And a foil Get Out worth 25 cents. We may have gotten close, but I don't think we quite broke even there. I think we got probably in the $50 range. Probably somewhere near 52. But I don't think we quite got to 52 there. Make sure those are all going the right direction. Put them right back on top of the stack. Go back. Let's check it. $51.05. Man, that was close. It was very close. So these are the big boys we got here, right? These were our big hitters. I'm not sure how much the glimmer is actually worth, so I'm probably going to set it over here to the side. Then we also got these. All of these were worth more than $1. These are all going to go in the binder so that they're nice, protected, and happy. Make sure it's all nice and lined up. But yeah, those are the cards we got. That's not bad. Not bad overall. And $51 worth of value in cards on a $52 bundle is not bad. Especially when you include the nice dice you got and the fact that we got 40 lands, most of which are foiled. I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? Think it was worth it? I feel like it was. So let's take cards that we're putting into a binder. We're going to set these to the side. And then we're going to set the other ones over here as well. Those all go in the binder. Yeah, that's a lot of cards we got for the binder today. Man, look at that tacoed card. That's so bad. Yeah, definitely worth. All right, so we learned some things today. Bundles, generally, gave us about what we were expecting as far as value goes. We got a lot of nice new lands. However, if you're going to get an older bundle, expect your foiled cards to look like Pringles. Because, oh my goodness, do they ever look like Pringles. It's so bad. The worst foiled cards I think I've ever seen. But yeah, those are the 2 bundles I wanted to open today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys being here, for commenting, chit-chatting. That's been a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this. So feel free to follow, like, subscribe, and we're going to keep doing it.